Alright, y'all, we back. Today we're looking at the Nonchalant trial of Son Jinwoo. This joint is freaking fire. I looked at it on Patreon. Alright, if you haven't already, tap in with me. The whole series is busting. I can't wait for the new one. Literally the personification of ore farming. Every single episode, ore farm. I didn't know he was going to be this cold because the first couple episodes he was in, he was kind of a scrub. Not even kind of, he was a scrub. Kind of a wimp, just like Deku the first couple episodes of My Hero. But he definitely turned around crazy. Freaking crazy. And I forgot the blonde chick. I forgot the blonde girl name. That's mine.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the worst crash out he's ever had in his life.
Yeah, I'm already knowing Premiere Pro.
Jacksoning his fucking door and redoing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back after
Adobe be so freaking buggy, but be having the nerve to charge $30-$40 a month. Like, I'm all for pirating freaking Adobe, man. Frick Adobe.
Experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight mono panels. Yeah. But it is none other
bro, so bro, is so cold, bro.
Forming E-rank smurf of doom. Mr. Sung Jinwoo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because what the fuck, bro? So without further ado,
so many freaking crazy moments. Ew, multiple, bro, multiple. Goodness gracious. And then the summit, like all the fire, like the fact that he could defeat somebody and then essentially take their souls and then reanimate them, bro, cold. I forgot my boy name. One of them he reanimated. I think he was like the one with the sword, the red joint with the sword. I can't think of his name. So freaking cold, so cold. And then the army he done built up too by the end of the season 2. I think it was season 2. Man. Holy. Round table or bust?
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jinwoo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank.
This would be dope.
Being the cream of the crop.
There go my queen right there.
Niggas in the game. These are your one above alls.
IRL, this would be so fire.
And basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example.
Nah, you got it shower.
Shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she
the hunters was stinking.
The smell of all these sweaty ass niggas.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
Somebody smell like shit.
C, D,
oh man.
E. And Jinwoo was a fucking
doo-doo. 55 overall doo-doo shirt and gray pants, like just straight buns, like buns of buns. Like he was pissing me off the first couple episodes. Like you were just so passive. Oh, I'm sorry, please forget. Like, bro,
what?
This nigga was trash.
Facts.
He sucked.
Facts.
And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. Yeah. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck.
That's
so
tough.
This man, Jinwoo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here.
Disrespectful too.
This gonna be a walk in the park, my nigga. This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit #1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know a fucking name. She out here having to heal this nigga 24/7 because he's so
like look at him. Like this is a little itty bitty goblin. The goblin not even strong, bro. Even for an E rank should be able to hold his own against a goblin. At least one, especially one. Buddy couldn't even do that. Like a situation like that, you stuck with one rank, you E rank for life. You might as well just blow your head off at that point. Like, why even participate in the trials? You don't even deserve to get any of the rewards because you don't do nothing. You're like playing. It's like playing for a championship team. You on the bench the whole series. You don't deserve that trophy. The frick?
She looking at this every time like, Jinwoo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone.
That show was bad. That show was so bad.
Half and Swiss cheese like freezer. It was brutal. And Jinwoo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jinwoo, this was all a test by the mysterious system, and Jinwoo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player,
like literally, like straight, the plot armor in this joint is so crazy. It's kind of disgusting. And low key, like once he got to his S rank, I want him to go back to that same dungeon and fight them those sculptures. You know what I mean? Do he do that? I don't know. Maybe in the next season he probably do that. But I want to see him fight them guys again.
He has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash ass nigga anymore. He turned in to Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat.
He was that boy.
Made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man Jinwoo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum ass 6-stack. These scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to rate
him. Did him so dirty.
They needed 2 fills. So they got Jinwoo and this trust fund bum ass. I got all this gear for nothing.
Nah, I like him. I rock with him. At first I wasn't really freaking with him. He cool. He's straight. You know what I'm saying? He a good little lackey. But those bums really tried to sabotage, thinking, oh, you know, we both E rank. We just gonna keep him. We gonna have him die, and then they don't have to worry about splitting the joint. Well, we're gonna split your head open. Facts. Nigga tried to set him up.
Like, don't get me wrong, I f with bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to steal the ass. Like, this nigga sucks, but he's got some of the best.
Yeah, now he clean though. He clean.
If this don't screams daddy's money,
he clean.
I don't know what to tell you. Now,
he definitely the type to spend hundreds of dollars on VC on your my player though, for sure.
When
but he cool though, he cool.
6-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dongsuk, and he explained to Jinwoo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dongsuk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way.
One of the fakest niggas ever.
These guys game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told me, don't worry, we do all our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when Jinwoo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no heals, this shit is cooked. So later on, they know the dungeon, and Jinwoo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is is when the scheming six stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche?
Like bro, that's like, come on, you should know that's a setup, bro. Cause like, how you gonna, literally the boss is hanging above us and you dropping 2 E ranks by themselves. You know that's a setup, bro. Buddy thought he was slick, think he gonna get all the spoils of the mono crystals. Meanwhile,
they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. Jinwoo cooked this spider tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing.
Nah, I deserve that. Nah, I deserve that, bro.
You know, trust
we ain't mad at it.
Bro, like, what?
Wait,
fuck?
He's not an E rank? Yeah.
Even on my team,
yeah.
Just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey, bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right? You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired.
Yeah, that aura scared him.
Drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming six stack come back, and they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jinwoo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around and kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jinwoo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them, boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jinwoo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crooked
little warm up.
But that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jinwoo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum ass E rank, bronze 3. What the fuck are you gonna do to us, huh?
Let me show you. 0.1 second.
No emotion, just decapitates this man.
Easy.
They like, nutty.
The rest of y'all left, yeah. We're getting y'all too.
Wong Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E rank. This is a Smurf of Doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use.
Yeah, we getting you too.
And just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with the swing.
We getting you too.
Knife to the gut. And he deserves this
That's
shit.
Easy, XP. That's easy.
Piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Fish food.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like,
nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So Jinwoo easily kills his bum ass. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause.
Kill.
Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off that, this man called 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Because he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass.
Like, I don't even know why he did this. You just seen he just soloed 5 of your people. You should have gave up. All right, man, my fault. You should have really like been on these and just like, okay, I'm gonna chill out. It's probably something I shouldn't be doing, and then literally just get out like that, because that's too much.
You've seen it. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him, but Woo Speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right. Just another fucking scrub stuck in Elo hell. Boom! Face plants this bum. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life.
Yeah,
he even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro.
Like a good boy.
A duo queue of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are
Too
worthless.
late.
Bitch. Because what are you here for? to worship me, kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God.
Nope.
Kill.
This man just wiped the whole team.
Should've teabagged them too.
6 of them, sent them back to the lobby.
Ain't drop a single sweat.
Human bodies Wu called, oh no, because the next victim on.
And then too, the brother was getting mad that he got killed. It's like, bro, if your little brother didn't try to kill me, I would have no reason to try to kill you. Don't get mad at me for killing your garbage ass, trash ass, bum ass brother for him trying to kill me. That's a him probably. He shouldn't be out here trying to kill other hunters.
This man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker had it coming. So how this happened?
I like him.
Jinwoo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kong. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners. And the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes. And that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga. Then when Jinwoo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until Jinwoo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like
the character development, bro.
I love the thrill of the
I like him though. I ain't gonna lie. I like bro here. I like bro. You know what I mean? And this fight was actually really, really good. Unfortunately, Jin, he would just cut different. Bro would just build different. Like it had to be one superior hunter. And Jin was that superior motherfucker. But the battle was cold.
So what should I do first? Should I dive your back line and kill your healer? I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this
you can't let my girl
offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jinwoo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now Kang was a B rank hunter, and Unk was a
Kang
C
good
rank
though.
hunter.
He good.
Also, you can't forget Unk has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually characters with 1 arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with 1 arm. So
he's not bad either.
Why the fuck
in
did
comparison,
you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you can read your opponent. So you
and Unk not even bad. Unk is decent. Unk is decent. It's just unfortunately he probably the second weakest in that. Minus the healer, he's the weakest hunter inside of that dungeon. So it was probably in his best. It was probably the best if he just stayed off and let Jin handle it, bro. Because he couldn't do that. That's not his body.
Later, like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep Virgil. So when
I don't know why he even let Unk go out like that.
Jinwoo finally decided to save this man. But
he could have been stepped in.
Too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jinwoo special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you could pull up cold as shit. King serial ore farmer, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Taeshik Kong wasn't an idiot like the 6-stack. This man knew off the rip, he ranked my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jinwoo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jinwoo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass.
That's crazy how they just copied that.
At the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Taeshik was stunned. He was like, holy shit. Was this motherfucker just warming up?
Yeah, that's a different beast.
And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jinwoo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Keishi
got him nervous.
His passive ability, making him go invisible. And he had a slice of wood in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jinwoo just took. And that man Teishi was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. Damn. Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, born again.
The boy with the hell, boy.
He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his backline. It's over.
GG.
At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with.
Yeah, you might as well off yourself, bro.
Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it,
literally some domain, literally some genjutsu, bro. This is literally the, I think I said in the Rex, this is literally the Itachi joint when he had Kakashi on that joint just stabbing him for a longer, just stabbing him. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my goodness, cold. He too cold with it, man. Stop him.
Shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was
domain expansion type joint.
Farming over his body. I don't know what's
so disrespectful.
Fucking teabag or a motherfucker or farming over my dead body. But
so
with
disrespectful.
That being said, Tashiki Kong became the 7th victim.
It's a shame. He was good too.
By the Smurf of Doom.
He was good.
The Jinwoo tribe.
This Jin better.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B, scrapping with a Souls boss. Now, this man Jinwoo is not new to fighting crazy-ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is
That's
insane.
my boy.
But there was one boss that put so much belt to...
Bro, this joint was so fire. This joint was some heat. This is probably the second best one, minus I think the first one probably that. The Ant King, this ain't equivalent, but the other one, the last little big boss he had to fight, bro. This joint was
on this nigga. Cool. It low-key made him rethink his hunting shit. And it was none other than the 7th.
Jin was low-key getting worked. He was of the lowest of lowest key, bro was getting worked. This joint was looking spooky. I'm like, dang. Jin done found his match. This ain't no regular degler. Egress.
Motherfucker look like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. And his man Jinwoo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jinwoo. Egress looked at bro and said, are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? So Egress speed blitzes Jinwoo.
Ass as hell.
And just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jinwoo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room. And 1 second later, he's already on his ass.
He didn't even get no chance to breathe. Facts.
Jinwoo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had alternate.
Man, it was looking spooky this fight, bro.
Able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jinwoo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been fighting the motherfucker.
Now he was locking him up.
Not even an inch of health is gone. So Jinwoo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled.
Then that plot
so Jinwoo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress, being a gentleman, decided, oh, we throwing hands.
I respect that.
Like
he shot the fair fade though.
Bro was already winning the
that was a fair fade.
Come down to his level and throw hands with him.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, without if he would have kept the blade, Jin probably would have been cooked. If Egress would have kept that blade on him while Jin was just throwing paws. Man, Jin probably wouldn't have left that dungeon, real still.
And Egress wasted no time. Bro stood there in the ore farm for 2 seconds. Then boom! With a snap of a finger, plants this man in the ground. Punch was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room. Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the bullying him. in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jinwoo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Egress had perfect defense. But while
Man, this is such a beautiful fight.
He ended up finding an opening, and he ended up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck. And he finally took some health off. But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling.
Crash.
Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut.
1, 2. Like, look how he ran. Like, look how he got his body. He contorting, doing all that. Sheesh.
His combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer.
Like, you know he mad. You know somebody mad. You see it in their face, and they grip two-hand fists. Boom, hitting them hard as you can on their back. No, he pissed off.
And sends him flying with the haymaker. And dog, at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag.
Oh my goodness.
And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Egress walked up to him like,
"Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch."
So Egress uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye. Finally doing some damage.
That'll be cheap shot.
And this is
when he had to pull a cheap shot. He had to.
He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, "Nah, I'm not done yet."
Push.
Start shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look at this.
Ultra pause. This is beautiful too right here. This is beautiful.
But dog,
this
insane lock-in moment by Jinwoo gave him the upper hand in slaying a soul's ball.
Cheap shot and plot armor. Egress was supposed to get that. That was supposed to be a dub for Egress. If this was regular Degler and no plot armor or anything, bro would have got spanked. He would have got put on his knee, spanking him just like that. But you know, he the main character, so you can't let him die, especially this early. He should have been gone. But it was
insane work. Nigga beat a Souls boss IRL and on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try. But bro proved that he was Himothy just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal.
Yeah, that one was fair.
Trial.
And then it was so nice and just so cool seeing him take Egress' soul and use him on the team, bro. Like, just seeing Egress put in work, like, bro, the second in command, like, he cold, like, bro. And then once he start building up the army too, oh my goodness. Like, I don't even understand how you can even, like, go forward with any other challenges. Like, what else can be formidable enough for Jin? Not only just by himself, right? By himself and the whole freaking army he got. Like, how? Like, bro.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will Jinwoo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous?
Hell yeah.
Spoiler. Yes.
How is Jin gonna get beat? You got Jin already strong as hell by himself. You got my boy Tusk. I freak with Tusk. I freak with him. The Demon King. You got the second in command Egress. You got the Ant King. How the frick you gonna lose? You can't. You can't. Now a question gotta be asked. I was watching Solo Minati's stream. Shout out Big So. He was saying Jinwoo could beat Goku. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if he can do that. Now, with the army, I think Goku will be getting washed. He will be getting washed. Jinwoo by himself versus Ultra Instinct Goku. I don't know. I haven't finished Super, but I heard Ultra Instinct is like peak Goku. Now, that's a death battle we need to see. Real spill. Oh, late. But hope y'all enjoy it, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a good day.